Hi, welcome to my kitchen and welcome to Trini Can Cook. Today I will be making curry goat the Trin Bigouri. This curry goat is so tender and delicious and packed with flavor. If you want to know how to make this lovely recipe, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get this process started. First we have to wash and clean the goat. So I'm starting with 2 pounds of fresh goat meat which I got cubed nice and small from the grocery. Next, I'm adding some flour and salt to clean the meat to get rid of any fresh goat scent. You can also use vinegar and water as another option. I don't use lime as this stiffens the meat. Now I'm adding some water to it to help wash it out thoroughly. Massage and rub well a few times and then go ahead and drain and rinse with clean water. Repeat this a few times if necessary to remove all the flour and salt. Now that our goat has been thoroughly washed and cleaned, we are going to go ahead and season it. Half a cup of green seasoning. On how I make my green seasoning, you can see the description below. What I did, I just blended garlic, shadow beni or cilantro or bandania, some pimento peppers and thyme, parsley, hot pepper. 1 tablespoon duck and goat curry powder. It's a specially blended curry powder by Chief brand product to season duck and goat. 1 tablespoon curry powder of your choice, 1 tablespoon black amchar masala, 1 teaspoon roasted ground jeera or roasted ground cumin. I like to go in with my hands since you get to rub the spices all over the meat better. I'm wearing gloves because of the hot pepper that I had blended in the green seasoning. My hands are very sensitive to pepper, so they tend to burn quite easily. Now add 1 teaspoon of salt. And continue to mix. And lastly, add 1 tablespoon of black pepper. And that's it for seasoning the goat meat. That looks quite good already. Now if you can leave it to marinate overnight, do so, as more time will allow for the flavors to infuse in the goat meat. Or if not, leave for a few hours. After the goat has marinated, now it's time to curry it. Preheat a large cast iron pot on medium-high heat until it is very hot. Once hot, add your vegetable oil. Here I've added about 1 potspoon of vegetable oil. Next, add half a teaspoon METHI or FENUGREEK seeds and fry them until brown to reduce their bitter taste. METHI is a popular seed in Indian cooking. This small hard yellow seed has a tangy bitter burnt sugar flavor, which is why we need to fry or toast it to get that bitter taste out. Now I forgot to add it in, but if you have some whole jeera or whole cumin seeds and some fresh curry leaves or curry pile, add these as they also enhance the curry flavor. And add them to the oil to fry before you add the curries. Now that our METHI is brown and we know that our oil is nice and hot, add 1 onion, which I diced, and 2 cloves of finely chopped garlic. Continue to let that fry on medium-high heat and keep stirring to prevent burning. Fry for a few minutes until the onions are nice and soft, tender and translucent, but ensure that the garlic does not burn. Go ahead and add your pimento and your hot pepper and keep stirring and fry for another minute or 2. Now for my spices, I am adding 2 tablespoons of that specially blended curry duck and goat powder. Next I'm going in with half a teaspoon saffron powder. And we are going to let all these curries and spices fry for about a minute or 2 to bring out the flavor. So it's almost like we are roasting it to bring out the aromatics. And we are doing this before we add water. Next, add a very little bit of water just to cook the curry and to prevent it from burning. So guys, we are still cooking on medium-high heat. And once you see that the oil is starting to separate from the curry and that your curry mixture is looking sort of grainy, we are going to add our goat meat. And as you can see, I am constantly stirring it just so that it doesn't burn at this stage. So we fried the curry for a few minutes, and now we are going to add our seasoned goat meat to the pot. Stir well to get all that delicious curry flavor onto the goat. And now we are going to raise the heat to high and cook the goat in this pot until all the liquid has dried down and it just starts to stick. And so for me, that was about 10 minutes. If you find the heat is too high, then lower it to a medium high. And you can just toggle back and forth between the two. And then I'm going to transfer it to an instant pot where I will pressure cook it for 30 minutes for that goat to get nice and tender. If we leave it in the pot like this, it's going to take a few hours if you want that goat to get soft, really soft and tender. But a faster and quicker way to do it will be to put it in a pressure cooker and pressurize it. So I'm going to show you that method next. So this is how my goat looked after about 10 minutes on high heat. As you can see, it's just starting to stick. And so now is a good time to remove it from the heat and take off your fire and transfer it to the pressure cooker or the instant pot. Okay, so you don't have an instant pot or pressure cooker and you want to continue cooking it in this pot. What you need to do next is add your hot boiling water, about 2 to 3 cups of water, just enough to cover the goat, but ensure that it's hot water. Depending on how young or old your goat is, will depend on how fast your goat cooks. You will have to keep checking on it and stirring it, and depends if you cover the pot or not. If you cover the pot, please keep checking on it while it simmers down. And so you're looking for your goat to be very soft and tender, and that's when you know it's ready to eat. So now I'm going to move on and transfer the goat that's in this pot into an Instant Pot. So if you want to see that part, stay tuned. Here's how I use the Instant Pot to cook my goat. Place the goat meat in the pot and add 1.5 cups of hot water. Next, close the lid and plug it on and set the valve to sealing position. Pressure cook on high pressure for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes of pressure cooking, the Instant Pot will automatically go into a natural release state. So let it natural release for about 10 to 15 minutes. So after the natural release method of 10 to 15 minutes, go ahead and turn your valve from the sealing position to the venting position. And once all the steam has been released, go ahead and unplug it and open your lid. And there you have it, guys, a perfectly cooked, tender, juicy, moist curry goat. You couldn't ask for anything better. Something that would have taken about 3 hours to cook just took 30 minutes. Do you like this recipe? If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And now my all-time favorite way to enjoy it, served with a side of bus-up shot or paratha roti. Take care and check out more of my other recipes. Thanks for watching and hope you try it. Bye for now.